going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This week we are back on our 1957 GMC pickup. If you guys haven't been following along with this build series, make sure you go back to a couple episodes so you can get caught up, because this week we are jumping from the outside of the cab and starting some fab work to the interior. Let's get to work.
All right, cab working is coming along real good. We are pretty much done with everything on the exterior, so we are going to jump to the interior of our cab and start modifying some of this stuff on our dash. We do have a Haltech digital display coming, so we're going to have to modify this whole opening here to accept that, building some brackets and stuff. We're going to be using Resto Mod, obviously. We don't have a whole lot of room for vents in here. We obviously can put one here, two in there. And that section over there is a little weird, but we might be able to try to come up with something. That way there is four and everything's symmetrical and the passenger has equal airflow as the driver. We're gonna have to use their nano size, which are about 1.875 outside diameter. Should fit up pretty nice in there. We got one right now as a mock-up just to make sure everything's gonna fit right. This is their smallest vent they have. I hope it puts enough air out. So we're gonna be doing 4 of these. I think we should be good. We got our new Haltech UC10 screen. We have not used this one yet. This thing looks like it's gonna be pretty bad to the bone. We've used Haltech on numerous builds, started all out with Ching, but this is their newest and latest screen they came out with. It's bigger than the old IC7. This is the 10-inch. I think this thing is gonna look killer in the dashboard. We do have our Kenwood head unit, so that's gonna be our focus at this point. Possibly recessing it a little bit and giving it a little angle up towards the driver. Our boy Arten's over at the fab table, making a template and just getting a little layout, and then he's gonna go ahead and transfer that over to our dash. There we go.
What's up, everyone? Art here. We have essentially taken care of 99% of the rest. We've had the window Frenched in at this point, and we are moving on to the interior. I'm going to be installing a Kenwood head unit. I've already made a template, got some Dykem sprayed here, and we're gonna get to work on that. So we've basically got the head unit mounting all finished up. We ended up making a few brackets here and here, placed the head unit in with the bracket that it comes with, marked up the bracket, removed the head unit, and tacked that in place because it's slightly recessed. We also made a couple pieces such that you can't see any light from the backside if we decide to put any kind of lighting back here, and as well as this lip right here. So all that's basically left is for the body guys to do their magic, and yeah, radial fits all nice. We are continuing our cab work here, going on this GMC pickup. I have thrown on the laser level as we have gotten these sweet new air vents from Resto Mod Air, and we are gonna be in a little bit of a challenge, just considering the right hand side there. We're dealing with really severe compound curve. The centers will be pretty easy, so we'll just start there, see what kind of fabrication work, custom work we're gonna have to do on the side pods.
We got another brand new product on the market, Slosh Tubz. We were kind of going back and forth. Do we do a bench seat? Do we do bucket seats? You know, we've done some killer bench seats, Ching, Dime Bag. This is the same owner as Dime Bag, so he wanted something different. So we decided to do, basically they're like Camaro, old Camaro seats, with a center armrest. You can put it up, you can put it down. I think we're gonna put a nice sub behind that section so you'll be able to see it. I'm super excited about this new product they got out. So let's get this thing open and let's fit it into the truck and see just how low we're gonna sit. Because you know you gotta be looking cool when you're driving out in a nice truck like this. So let's get it open and let's check it out. Man, that is like Christmas. All right, first impression. This looks like an awesome product. I can tell it was well built. It's all plasma cutted. The seats fold up and fold down, which is not a norm for a C10, which I think is awesome. There's not much space behind the seat. I don't know what you'll accomplish, but if you're at a show and you want to pop your seat down to show off your sound system, you can do so. Then you got your center section. Well, you got two cup holders, and then this is on a bracket that folds up like so. And then, like I said, you have an option to have a pad here for, you know, for a third person. And then watch this. It even gets better. Boom, this folds up. So how freaking cool is that, man? Now you have a spot to hold whatever the heck you want. Your gun, your wallet, your brand new baby. You can put a baby in there. I don't know. Do whatever you want. It's your seat, it's your truck. Also, not only do these go up and down, but the seat is also retractable. Look at that. Boom. So your wife's driving and she's a shorty. Your daughter's driving, she's a shorty. Boom. You can push the seat up for them. You can put it back for the taller people. I think this product gets 2 stars. 2 out of 2. 2 thumbs up. 10 stars. I don't know. 2 thumbs up. 10 stars. Awesome product. Slosh Tubz. Check them out. All right, so we got some trusty old moving blankets set up there on our bench or our frame, just to kind of get an idea of how high we're gonna be sitting. I don't know, it's a little higher than I'd like. I mean, again, look at the leg room. I can't even reach the firewall. That's kind of cool. But we got options. We got options as far as lowering our frame down. Right now it's sitting on a 2x4, that's 1.5 inches, and it's sitting up on this top rail. So possibly we could eliminate this top rail and get this frame to sit down on the actual cab floor itself. I think it's kind of nice if it sits up a little higher in the front because you're kind of laid back a little bit. That is an option. I'm gonna get the owner over here to sit in it and see if he likes it. For now, this is about how high I would think the foam's gonna be. Maybe it could be a little less. So, and the back's obviously gonna be a little bit more, pushing you up a little bit further. So that's that for now. That's about as mocked up as we could get until we get one of the owners over here to sit in it, because they're a little taller than me. Next step is our Haltech screen. So I already got a little template here. This is our template, which would close out our original gauge cluster area. I'm kind of a little torn right now as far as if I leave this inserted and make this a removable panel, or if I bring it out flush with the dash and make, you know, just weld it in instead, so it'd be flush like so, something like that. We weld all this in and blend it so it's smooth, and then we make the screen itself inserted in our flat panel. I'm thinking that might be the way to go. There's no reason to have this big insert if our screen's only yay big. Let me grab the screen, bring it on over here, and we'll see what it looks like. You know, the screen's a little bit bigger than I was kind of thinking it would be. I think it's gonna look great in there. So I feel like the best way to approach this is to make this panel flat with our dash, and then we'll have an insert for our screen to sit in. You got 4 mounting or 3 mounting holes back here. So we will be able to access the screen from the back. So then you don't have a removable plate. So you won't have any hardware visible on the outside. First step, get this template, transfer it over a piece of metal, and we'll start from there. That's a wrap on the fabrication portion of mounting our Haltech screen into our bezel plate. So now we're gonna go ahead and take this thing over to the truck, set it in, make sure it's all square, and get this part tacked in. while their screen's in so we can make sure it's nice and level. And then we'll take the screen out, we'll fully weld this into our dash, blend it all in, and that'll be it for the fabrication of our interior of our cab work, or at least our dash. So we're getting there, man. Roadster Shop chassis should be here next week. Everything's coming along. Keep on trucking. All right, now we got our bezel cut out. Now we're gonna be making a return, frame around our screen. So that's gonna return back, because the screen's a 1-inch thick screen. So we wanna be able to have a piece of metal going back so that can be painted. And then we'll have some kind of backing plate. I haven't exactly decided how we're gonna make the screen mount into our opening yet. There's 3 mounting holes on the back of the screen. I got it taped up, but it would be kind of a pain in the butt to, bolt these little tiny screws from the back. So I may attach my return onto my face of my bezel and then make another plate that will kind of sandwich that. I think it would be easier to bolt that up top than into the back. I'm not exactly sure yet. Maybe I'll make a flange on the back plate with 2 quarter 20s here and here, which should be welded onto back side of our face, and then we'll be able to just kind of put a nut on the back. That probably sounds about the easiest. So I'm gonna have some work to do. I got my work cut out for me to get these, bent into these radiuses of our actual screen. We want them to fit as tight as possible so it looks nice and factory custom, baby. Let's get it done. We got our return flange all welded on, kind of blended, got a little bit more blending to do, but just checking fitment here. Everything fits pretty well. Next thing to do is figure out my back plate and how we're gonna go ahead and mount everything to this bezel, because this bezel is gonna get welded right onto our dash, so it's one piece. So I'm thinking to weld on a couple quarter 20s here and here, and then we're gonna have to do some bending and some work on this back plate. But our back plate will have a flange here and here, and it will just get bolted right onto our back plate. I don't have to worry about all these weird radius corners or anything with that, because this will hide it all. So should be pretty simple at this point. We'll get that done, and then we'll actually be able to weld our plate onto our cab, onto our dash, and move on. All right, now that we got our Haltech screen all mounted into our bezel, time to get the bezel installed into our dash. First task at order is gonna be removing this center support here. So we're just gonna go ahead and lob that out and get this thing to fit in there. Might have to make a couple little adjustments to it, and we're just basically gonna be welding it along this perimeter edge here. I'm not really sure what I'll do here at the top yet. Possibly just a couple tacks and then using some seam sealer. But let's get this cut out. We'll get it up in there and see how it looks. We got our Haltech screen bezel, our backing plate, everything is fit in pretty good. So next step is to start burning this bad boy in. I'm gonna go ahead and take our screen out so we don't end up damaging it. I'm gonna start making the heck out of it. I do have a couple little pieces I'm gonna have to fill in, like here on this corner, aquí, and exactly the same over on this side. So meanwhile, I'm gonna just start getting some tacks all around this thing. Then we'll start working on our two little filler pieces.
All right, guys, that's a wrap on the episode. We got all of our dash fabrications done. Our Haltech screen is fitting in there just perfectly. And as you guys see, this dash has already been primed. That's because we are ripping through this build, which means we got a ton of content waiting for you guys. So since we're 7 steps ahead of you guys, let's go ahead and give you guys a sneak peek on what you're gonna see next week. We're gonna be putting that Chop Monster cam into our LS3 and setting her down into our Roadster Shop spec chassis. But you guys don't get to see this chassis get delivered till next week. So meanwhile, make sure you subscribe, like our videos, throw down a comment. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.